You're watching MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
And we're just about ready for the first pitch. Peterson, Pardo, Lackey, 1, 2, 3 for the Panthers. From first to third for McCollum, Hidrogo, Garcia, Pacheco, and McCumber. From left to right, Ramirez, Salazar, and Roque.
Are those right? Are those right? Maury, honored to be here with you today. Maury, been doing some broadcasting for a quarter of a century now. Here we're doing a spring break edition of Panther baseball. I'm ready to get started
That's
here.
Better than matinee baseball.
No, here we go with the sun out right overhead, and Panthers getting ready to take to the batter's box.
A little bit of a breeze blowing from right to left, so it's going to help the right-handed batters. Peterson looking for the first pitch from Gallegos. Pitch is on his way, and it is a strike call. No balls and 1 strike.
Maury, we're at the Tejeda Sports Complex. Nice field, all natural grass. Like you said, the wind blowing from right field to left field. Bright sunshine right now.
The 0-1 pitch. Inside, ball 1, 1-1. Need to apologize, Dwayne and I do, is for the camera viewers, the net is hanging a little low, but that's the best we can do with the situation and the circumstance. Gallegos with the 1-1 pitch. Torres sets up just outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch. Turns on to Peterson, and it will be foul. Bobby Peterson with a good cut there.
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
a little ahead of that pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That was a screaming liner down the left field line, just so happened to be foul.
With Peterson's speed, Dwayne, that have been a double, maybe a triple.
Easily, yep.
Rolling around in that corner. What a beautiful afternoon for baseball. Two-two pitch, curveball, strike 3. Got him looking. That's a backwards K for out number 1.
It was a nice curveball that broke across the plate. It had a lot of quick break on it. Peterson just stood there and watched it. Nothing he can do with that curveball.
I was one of those 11-6 there. That's exactly where you want that pitch and where you want to locate it over the edge of the strike zone. Thomas Pardo, now the shortstop at the plate for Medina Valley. Another righty versus righty matchup. First pitch is a shot over to second baseman. Base hit, first hit of the ball game.
Pardo doing a real good job so far this year, getting base hits, especially to the right side, right over second base. He's doing really well for the Panthers, able to get on base.
I just saw a little note when I was writing down the starting lineups on the pitcher Gallegos here. It says that he's going to continue playing his baseball career. He's going to Shriner.
Is that what I saw? Okay.
So congratulations to that young man.
Keep an eye on Pardo here, Maury. Looking to steal second base.
Left-handed Lackey at the plate. Pitcher versus pitcher matchup. Takes the first pitch. Must have been just a little in tight on the hands. 1 ball and no strikes. As Dwayne mentioned, Pardo's got good speed at first base. Got an average size lead. Snap throw over, not in time.
Yeah, they're going to keep him close to the base. I think they've got a scouting report on him. Actually, I saw them at the tournament scouting the Panthers.
The 1-0 pitch to Jared Lackey. Torres frames it, but it's just off the plate. 2 balls and no strikes.
Just to set everything up, more Panthers wearing their black tops or their white pants. McCollum wearing their all-white home uniforms today, including the white caps.
Their numerals and McCollum written in the dark green.
The call strike there.
Call strike. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Jared Lackey. Pardo with an average lead at first. Snap throw over. Got a quick move to first base.
Yeah, so far Gallegos, the pitcher for McCollum, not scared to throw that breaking ball, throwing it with a lot of confidence, throwing it for strikes right now.
Working from the stretch, a 2-1 pitch. Lackey gets underneath. It's going to be foul back out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at first. I think I saw McCollum's record is 1-0
According
in
to
district
Max,
play.
according to Max Preps, yeah, they're 0-5 for the season, and they're 0-0 for McCollum for district is what they have on Max Preps. They beat Harlandale.
Yeah, I saw that
So
on the
they're
note
0-1.
over there.
Oh, they beat Harlandale, so they're 1-0. Medina Valley comes in, Maury, with a 6-3 record, and they're 1-0 in district.
Stolen base for Pardo.
Not 6-3.
Fielder's indifference. Full count to Jared Lackey. Gagas delivers. That ball is popped up, and it may stay in play. The catcher giving chase. Good play there back behind the plate by Torres. The wind blew that one back in play, and Torres stayed with it. Fine play in foul ball territory. F2 of your scoring at home for out number 2. Going to bring up the third baseman, J.J. Marty. Got to get runs whenever you can, Dwayne, and you need to try to get this run across. You got him in scoring position. First pitch to Marty, strike called. No balls and 1 strike.
Again, that breaking pitch, Maury, very confident throwing it on the first pitch. Gets up ahead in the count.
Checks the runner at second. The 0-1 pitch. It's a shot that's going to be down in front of the left fielder for a base hit. Right fielder actually cuts it off. That's Salazar, but an RBI single. That's exactly what the Panthers needed. Needed to get that run across. Big 2-out hit for J.J. Marty. That's going to bring up the catcher, Whit Joyce.
That's what you want to see. You want to see him get up early, Maury. Top of the first. Great time to get runs across the plate there. Wouldn't hurt to have a crooked number to start out the game here with the runner on first.
Well, if you notice, Peterson and Lackey, the 2 outs in this inning, Dwayne, first pitch is popped up out of play. Took the count deep where J.J. Marty and Pardo busted the first pitch, and Marty jumped on the second, not letting him get ahead in the count. Not as big a lead there at first for
No.
J.J., is it? Pitch is foul back down the first base line. No balls and 2 strikes.
Big cut there by Whit Joyce. Joyce is our long ball hitter so far this year with 2 home runs.
Gallegos checks Marty at first. And the pitch. That ball is lifted foul once again.
Not to mention that Joyce is also a sophomore. So high expectations are him coming up.
Did he move here last year, or did he play on the JV last year?
JV last year.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay. The 0-2 pitch to Joyce, breaking ball to third. McCumber lets it get by him. That's going to be an error.
Yeah. Probably ended up being the base hit, Maury, since he didn't touch it. Yeah. He should have played it, no doubt.
I saw one in the college games this weekend where it went right under that guy's glove and they gave the guy a base hit.
There's going to be a courtesy runner going in for the catcher, Joyce, and coming off the bench. Looks like Joaquin Arguelles will be coming in.
So runners at first and second with 2 outs. Tyler Mangum, the left fielder, at the plate. Back-to-back singles for the Panthers.
Panthers up 2-0.
3 hits already in
I'm
this
sorry.
inning.
They didn't score that one. 1-0.
Just 1-0.
Yep. Getting a little ahead of myself.
See how good a prognosticator are you. See if we can get that 2 runs there. You can call your shots then.
Romo-esque.
Strike called. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. Right over the plate. Definitely wasn't what Tyler was looking for there because he froze right there.
Yeah, he is one of the better hitters on the team. I think for a point there after a handful of games into the season, he was batting around 500. So
The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss.
I just jinxed him.
So for the Panthers in that inning, 1 run, 2 hits, 2 left on base. After half an inning, it's Medina Valley 1. McCollum coming to bat. Panther baseball will continue in just a moment.
Truck Month is going on now at North Park Chevrolet. Get the lowest posted prices of the year, plus 0.9% APR financing for 72 months, and an additional $1,000 for accessories on every new Chevrolet truck, like a 2020 Colorado Crew Cab posted at $24,999, or the all-new Silverado posted at $29,999. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. Jared Lackey takes the mound for the Panthers. Top 3 for McCollum. Pacheco, Gallegos, Ramirez. Middle 3, Hidrogo, Salazar, Torres. Bottom 3, Roque, Salazar, and Garcia. Salazar will be batting for Javier McCumber, the third baseman. Jared Lackey finishes up his warm-up pitches. Pacheco, the shortstop, will lead off for McCollum.
Lackey is late, pitching real well. Maury probably has the most starts of any Panther pitcher.
First pitch is just outside.
He's got
1 ball and no strikes.
He's got good velocity on his fastball, especially when he keeps it up, and then he's got a good breaking ball, especially when it's breaking. It's a really good pitch.
The 1-0 pitch, strike called. From first to third, Herb, Gonzalez, Pardo, Morty from left to right, Mangum, Peterson, and Habe. The 1-1 pitch, breaking ball, beautiful.
There's that breaking ball we just talked about.
1 ball and 2 strikes.
When he can throw it for a strike, it's real productive.
Lackey delivers. That ball is just got a piece of it, fouled it back out of play. Count holds it 1-2. Pacheco steps out there. A little too long, he thought Lackey was staring in. Now the 1-2 pitch. Check swing, holds off just in time. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Witt feels it, has to complete the put out 2-3 after the strikeout.
Made him chase that pitch there on the outside the plate there. Reached for it. Got the strikeout. Witt with the put out at first base on the ball that got away from him. Nevertheless, it's an out.
He's going to bring up the pitcher, number 4, Justin Gallegos. Fouls it back into the screen. No balls and 1 strike. One of those throws right and bats left. Might be a switch hitter. You never know. The 0-1 pitch. Down low.
Oh, 2-0.
2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0 pitch is way high. 3 balls and no strikes.
More, if you look at the flags up behind center field, they're really blowing. That wind's really brisk now from blowing right to left. Just take a look out there. Magnum is really playing deep and left, which he should be. That ball can carry today.
The 3-0 pitch way inside. 4-pitch walk. Going to bring up the left fielder, Ryan Ramirez. Got a courtesy runner, number 7, for McCollum. Looks like Joaquin Arguelles.
It's Sean Tejeda, number 7. Sean Tejeda, that's Medina Valley.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Sean Tejeda, number 7, courtesy runner, going in for the pitcher.
First pitch to Ramirez is down low and inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Back-to-back lefties for McCollum.
Let's see, McCollum challenges our catcher here. See, they try to steal any bases. Witt with a great arm thrown down the second.
Strike called, evens the count at 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on. Panthers with an early 1-run lead here as McCollum bats in the bottom of the first. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball just doesn't backdoor. Stays outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Lackey checks the runner at first. And the 2-1 pitch. That ball is lifted in the infield. Pardo calls it and makes the play. F6 if you're scoring at home for out number 2.
Yeah, high pop up that goes just beyond second base. Pardo plays the wind, catches it easily for an easy out.
It's going to bring up number 23, the first baseman, Michael Torres-Hidrogo. Another lefty in the lineup, Dwayne. I haven't seen 3 lefties.
3 lefties in a row.
First pitch is just off the plate.
Ooh,
1 ball and no strikes.
Not a bad pitch.
Do the Panthers have a left-handed arm in the dugout to see if these guys can change?
Not that I know of. I don't think there's a left
change sides. The 1-0 pitch is fouled back. Ooh, that was coming right at me.
That was coming right at your head.
I didn't flinch, though. Did you see that?
You did not flinch. That was straight back into the press box.
That's why that net's there.
Yep.
Counts 1-1. Runner at first with 2 outs. Lackey delivers. Back door. Got him. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
That was the same pitch as the first pitch. Got the call this time around, though.
Good job by Witt keeping it there so the umpire could get a look at it. Sun breaks through the clouds. The 1-2 pitch, that's foul back out of play. Count stays at 1-2.
So far, Lackey throwing a lot of strikes.
Both pitchers thrown quite a few pitches in the first inning.
Yeah, they have.
The 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, backs him off. Where was that one? Inside, I guess. That looked prettier than the one he called a strike on before.
It was just a tad bit inside. Had that lefty really running out of the box almost on that.
He was out of there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The 2-2 pitch outside. Payoff pitch. The runner at first should be in motion as soon as Lackey delivers this pitch.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first should be taken off, and let's see what Lackey throws.
Like to see one, a little change-up or breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it. 3-2 pitch. Ball is right over the plate, lifted in the center field. Center fielder Peterson goes back 3 steps and makes the play. Pretty good aluminum on that pitch, but the field holds it in. So far, McCollum in the inning, no runs, no hits, 1 left on base. After 1 inning, it's Medina Valley 1, McCollum 0. Panthers baseball will continue in just a moment.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the second. Medina Valley in front, 1-0.
Qualifications,
Two out,
limitations
RBI,
apply. Rating
single
awards
by
and restrictions may
Jared
vary
Morgan.
by account. Contact institute.
Drove in Thomas Pardo. Justin Gallega's back out there for his second inning of work. 7, 8, and 9 for the Panthers. Tanner Havey, Jake Herb, and Ethan Garza. Tanner Havey playing right field this afternoon for the Panthers. Another young man that's got good speed if you can get him on the bases, Dwayne. First pitch is a strike called. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch, breaking ball, runs in on the hands. 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's that pitch you need to lean into there right there, Maury.
It's easier said than done.
Yeah, it is.
Especially when it's at your hands or at your wrist. That's tough. You can't turn your body into that one. The 1-1 pitch, breaking ball for a strike.
Yeah, he threw
Both pitchers have shown that they can throw that curveball for strikes.
He threw a lot of pitches that last inning. And they've all been, a lot of them were for strikes, and here he goes again.
The 1-2 pitch to Havey. Strike call, backwards K.
That was a perfectly placed pitch, low and outside, right at the bottom of the strike zone. Not a whole lot Havey could do with that pitch.
That's the 3rd strikeout already for Gallegas. Going to bring up the first baseman, Jake Herb. Gallegos delivers. First pitch is just foul. Down the third baseline. Good swing by Jake.
Yeah, definitely getting down in front of that pitch, and it's a liner down the left field line there. It just happened to fall foul. That's twice we've done that early in this game.
The 0-1 pitch to Herb. That's a shot going to be down in front of the left fielder for a single. One out single for Jake Herb. Third hit of the ball game for Medina Valley. Actually, that's the fourth hit of the ball game for Medina Valley.
Nice hit by Herb. Just took it straight to left field. Nothing fancy about it. Cleared the shortstop right in front of the left fielder for a base hit. Panthers have a runner on.
Going to bring up the designated hitter, Ethan Garza. Garza is batting for the second baseman, Javi Gonzalez. First pitch is down low. 1 ball and no strikes. We can get you an update on the girls' game. We certainly will, as they're playing at home a district game against Southside. Medina Valley fell to Southwest yesterday. Snap throwback. Not in time. 1 ball, no strikes. Jake Herb at first with a 1-out single. Panthers bat here with a 1-run lead, 1-0 in the top of the second. Swing and a miss. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
That was a little bit of a different pitch. It may have been a changeup there more. Not sure because it wasn't a breaking ball and definitely wasn't a fastball. Garza swung right through that ball.
Gallegos with the 1-1 pitch. That ball is lifted in the shallow right field. Right fielder coming in and makes the play. Roque with the catch in right field. F9 if you're scoring at home for out number 2. We head back to the top of the order. Bobby Peterson, 0 for 1, struck out to lead off the ball game for the Panthers.
And that brings up top of the lineup number 2, Bobby Peterson.
Breaking ball. Woo. Ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes.
Maury, update from the girls' game. Panthers up 7-3 in top of the 4th over Southside.
Good job. The 1-0 pitch. High, 2 balls and no strikes.
Peterson with power, Maury. It's a good pitch for him to sit back and look for one to drive right here with a 2-0 count.
Hitter's pitch here. That's a rocket into the left field. Left fielder Ramirez over and makes the play. F7 if you're scoring at home for out number 3 for the Panthers in that inning. No runs on 1 hit. 1 left on base after 1.5. It's Medina Valley 1, McCollum 0. Panthers baseball will continue in just a moment.
Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact institution for details.
Tickets, popcorn, and sodas. That'll be $35. Cash or debit?
Debit! I mean, I'd like to use my debit card, please. Can I do it?
Okay.
All right! Swiping now!
What if paying with your debit card was always this exciting? Kasasa Cashback is a free checking account that pays you for everyday debit card purchases every month you qualify. Plus, with ATM withdrawal fee refunds nationwide, that's a lot of extra cash to spend on whatever you like.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Community National Bank. Member FDIC.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. 1-0 in favor of the Panthers as McCollum bats here in the bottom of the second.
Maury, this game against McCollum here is our second district game upcoming for the Panthers Thursday against Bernie Champion away and Friday against Warren away. And those are the last two non-district games that Medina Valley has, and they'll start Tuesday with a full district schedule throughout the rest of the season.
So they play Thursday?
They play Thursday at Champion and Friday at home.
Okay.
Against Warren.
Salazar leads off for the Cowboys, takes the first pitch, first strike, no balls and one strike.
Ex-Medina Valley coach there at Warren, is that correct?
Yes, Brandon Bippert. Salazar, Torres, and Roque. Lifted in the infield. It blows it back into play, catches it, stays with it. As that ball got up in the wind.
It sure
was
did.
in foul ball territory.
It started on deep foul in foul ball territory, close to the dugout, and the wind pushed it back all the way to fair ball territory. If he would have dropped it, it would have been a fair ball.
So Jay Kerb with a fine play. Anything up in the air, Dwayne's going to be trouble. With the wind is blowing pretty briskly towards left field. Strike called on a breaking pitch by Lackey. The catcher Torres, Diego Torres at the plate for McCollum. The 0-1 pitch.
Just
1-1.
Outside. Good looking pitch. Just
wow,
outside.
that was a good looking pitch. The 1-1 swung through that 1 ball and 2 strikes. That one looked funny, wasn't it?
Well, he definitely took a rip out of it on it, that's for sure. It may have been just a two-seam or something that moved across the plate.
The 1-2 pitch. Check swing, should be palms down. No swing. 2-2.
Good location on that. Joyce had set inside. He threw it right to his glove just inside and kind of took a half swing at it, but didn't get called for the strike.
Torres did a good job laying off that pitch. The 2-2 pitch just outside and high. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Roque waits on deck for McCollum. And the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss for out number 2.
It looked like a changeup there, Maury. Swung right through that ball. Right as that pitch crossed the plate, the bottom dropped out. Swing and a miss. Got the strikeout. Out number 2.
Another lefty in the lineup. Right fielder Julian Roque. And the first pitch is outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Breaking pitch stays up. 2 balls and no strikes. Number 8 hitter in the lineup. Need to retire these guys on at the bottom, Dwayne. The 2-0 pitch. Fouled back. 1 ball and 2 strike. Or 2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, like you said, Maury, get to the bottom line now. Just throw strikes.
Yep.
Get those pitches across the plate and let your defense help you.
Let your defense flash some leather out there in the field. Two 2-1 pitch. High. Backs him off the plate. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Joyce is going to call time. He's going to go out there and talk to Lackey. I don't know if they got pitches confused or he can try to settle him down. So he has a 3-1 count on him. Either way, it's a good job by Joyce to kind of slow things down a little bit and get Lackey back on pace.
Yeah, you'd like to see McCollum lead off the next inning with the number 9 hitter. The 3-1 pitch lifted into left field. Mangum over and makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down for Lackey in that inning. F7 if you're scoring at home for out number 3. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We're through 2 innings. Medina Valley 1, McCollum 0. Panther baseball will continue in just a moment.
The pace of business is faster than ever. That's why when you need a business loan, you want a bank that can act fast. Not only do you get great rates and fast answers, you get the financial advice you need to keep your business growing. It's a better way to borrow. Stop by and let's talk. Come home to Castroville State Bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at CastrovilleStateBank.com.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates, and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. Panthers will send 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup. Pardo, Lackey, and Marty.
Pardo with a base hit in the first inning.
And came around and scored on a 2-out single by Marty. Ball is lifted to the second baseman. Garcia makes the play. Shallow left field.
Did the same thing again, Morris. Swung at the first pitch. It just happened to be a little bit high and outside, but we'll try to take it to the right side again and popped it up.
Yeah, he went away again with that swing. Going to bring up Jared Lackey. Jared popped up to the catcher for the second out, inning number 2. Gallegos delivers. Breaking pitch right over there for strike 1.
You would think at the second time around they get used to that curveball and it hangs a little bit, they can hammer that ball.
The 0-1 pitch. Another breaking ball for a strike. Lackey down in the hole now. No balls and 2 strikes. Long stare in. Lackey asks for timeout. Steps out. Gallegos with the pitch. The 0-2 count. Swing and a miss for out number 2. 4 strikeouts now for Gallegos. It's going to bring up J.J. Marty, third baseman. J.J. with a 2-out single drove in Pardo for the only Panther run so far. First pitch to J.J. is a ground ball to third. It's off McCumber. Not going to get fortunate enough to get a single out of that one.
Nope, not on that play. That was right between the legs, either caught his foot or the back of his glove and booted it out in front of him. And Marty, with his great speed, able to beat it out for the throw at first base.
So E5 has Marty at first. Joyce Witt singled his first at bat, but was stranded at first base. First pitch to Joyce is lifted in the infield.
He skied that one.
McCumber calls it at third base and makes the catch. F5 if you're scoring at home for out number 3 for the Panthers in that inning. No runs, no hits, 1 left on base after 2.5. Medina Valley 1, McCollum 0. Panther baseball will continue in just a moment.
The Medina Valley Sports Boosters are proud to support the Medina Valley Panthers. The Boosters are always looking for volunteers and new members. The MVP Boosters raise funds to support the MVISD sports and scholarship programs. Get your Panther swag at the football store located next to the concession stand. We have several items on sale. Join, volunteer, or purchase your Panther swag today at mvpboosters.com.
Security State Bank, your financial partner since 1925 with one simple goal, to be the best bank possible to the families and businesses of South Texas. Check out Security State Bank's competitive rates and services from local people you know and trust. Serving South Texas with 7 convenient locations, including 1726 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call 830-538-9898 or online at securitystbk.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Headed out to the game? Then make a stop at your local Valley Mart convenience store. With 12 area locations, Valley Mart is always right around the corner. Fuel yourself and your vehicle with quality branded gas and diesel, snacks, and fountain drinks. Always convenient, well lit with clean restrooms. Valley Mart, family owned and operated since 1984, and a proud supporter of Medina Valley athletics and area youth sports for over 30 years.
Back to Panther Baseball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the bottom of the third. Salazar, Pacheco, and Gallegos, 9, 1, and 2 in the order for McCollum. Salazar, Garcia, and Pacheco. 8, 9, and 1. Lackey delivers, and it's a ball, though. 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 pitch, way high. 2 balls and no strikes. Salazar is batting for the third baseman, McCumber. Four straight pitches, 4 balls. Lead off walk. Number 8 hold. Dwayne, that's a no-no.
Yeah, especially the leadoff, Maury. I mean, now they've got some opportunities to either bunt it or do some things to get that runner around. So the last thing you want to do is get the leadoff runner on.
You have number 9 in the lineup, the second baseman, Roland Garcia.
Let's see if they squirm around here.
Marty cheats in at third base. Ooh, that's a ball right there. You need to let go.
They definitely tried to bunt there. He squared around and just bunted it foul down the right field line.
Cardinal rule, and you know it when you're bunting, you start off, it's the highest part of the strike zone. You can always go down, but if you got to go up, that's no good.
He tried to bunt that pitch up by his eyes.
No balls and 1 strike to Garcia. Snap throw over to first. Gets away from her, but he'll chase it down into right field.
I would assume the bunt is still on. They still want to try to get that runner moved over to second base with nobody out. Good opportunity for the number 9 hitter to get a sacrifice.
And he did try to go down the first base line with that bunt, as Marty's cheating in a little bit at third. The 0-1 pitch, he squares around. Bunts it, it's going to go foul.
That was another ball he bunted at.
I think if he'd have pulled the bat away, it would have hit him. I mean, it looked like it was right at him.
No, he even flinched. He turned his head the other way when the ball came in. He'd be sitting 0-2 right now.
Do you try it with 2 strikes?
Yep. With down 1-0?
I think you still do. I think you still give him the bunt.
Well, we'll find out here real quick. Marty already scooting up at third base, anticipating it.
Attempted to pull back.
Yep, they definitely had the bunt on. He this time he let the ball go. It was a high pitch.
Instead of 1-2, he should be standing in there with a 3-0 count.
Yes.
Snap throw over to first.
That ball gets away from Herb again, too.
Luckily got enough of it to keep it in front of him.
Got a lot of leather on it, kept it in front of him. No damage done.
Salazar's your runner at first. A 4-pitch walk to start the third. The 1-2 pitch to Garcia. He squares around, and that's going to be an out. Going to go down as a strikeout for out number 1. Go back to the top of the order now with the shortstop, Ruben Pacheco.
That's the only thing bad about attempted bunting on the after 2 strikes, Maury. You foul one off, it's an out.
Pacheco is 0 for 1. He struck out to start the ball game.
So at the top of the order, do you keep the bunt on or not? Or let him swing away? I think you let him swing away.
I think so. In the third inning, yes. Later on in the ball game, if it's still 1-0, any way possible to get that runner in scoring position.
Well, it looks like they gave him the signal to swing away because took the high pitch and didn't square around. Ball 1.
1-0 is the count with Salazar at first. Blackie delivers. Strike called. Wow, that should have been one you were looking for, that dead red one right down the middle. 1-1's the count. Blackie checks Salazar at first. Timeout called by Pacheco. See if Blackie here can get a ground ball here for a double play. Breaking pitch for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Snap throw, not in time.
He keeps throwing over to first base, and the guy doesn't have but a 6-foot lead.
Oh, it's just not a good lead at all.
No, it's not a big lead at all. Just hopefully that one doesn't get away from there and get the runner over to second base is what they're looking for right now. Needs to concentrate on the pitcher. He's got 2 on the batter. He's got 2 strikes on him.
Joyce set up a little outside. That ball is lifted in the left field. That's got a good chance, but Magnum goes back against the fence and makes the play.
Good
and
play.
You had just said it, Dwayne. He was playing deep because of that wind, and he needed to be playing deep on that one.
Played it perfectly, Maury. Took about 5 or 6 running steps back and put him right at the base of the fence there, and that's where he caught the ball. Good job by Mangum playing that ball, especially with the windy conditions we have today.
Pacheco turned on it, but just didn't get quite all of it. F7 for out number 2. That's going to bring up the pitcher, Justin Gallegos. No official at bats as he walked in the first inning. Swings through that first pitch. No balls and 1 strike.
Good pitch with a lot of velocity there.
One of 3 lefties in the. That's what you said. It got away from him, Dwayne. He's known to have a big lead at all, and you're worried about that runner. He's going to go all the way around. The throw to third is not in time. He goes from first to third. Why? There's not taking any lead at all, and I'm not. You can see it on the camera. We're not exaggerating.
No, he didn't have a big lead at all. Wasn't even to the corner of the grass there, and keep making those snap throws over to first to keep him close. Well, he's already close, and that one got away. And runners at third base now with 2 outs.
And you had, ahead in the count, no balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch is a breaking pitch for a strike. No balls and 2 strikes.
That's a good comeback pitch there
Yes, it was.
by Lackey to get that strike across the plate.
Pitcher versus pitcher matchup. Gallegos would sure like to tie this ball game up. A long look in by Lackey. Joyce set up a little outside, and that pitch is swung through.
Lackey comes through with a strikeout.
So a strikeout for
no damage done.
No damage. No runs on no hits. 1 left on base. We're through 3. Medina Valley 1, McCollum 0. Panther baseball will continue in just a moment.
Truck Month is going on now at North Park Chevrolet. Get the lowest posted prices of the year, plus 0.9% APR financing for 72 months, and an additional $1,000 for accessories on every new Chevrolet truck, like a 2020 Colorado Crew Cab posted at $24,999, or the all-new Silverado posted at $29,999. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
The folks from Shot and Bowl at Decock Farm invite you out this weekend to enjoy Belgian sausage on a bun, fresh-cut fries with their homemade andalouse sauce, or a Belgian waffle with strawberries, whipped cream, and Belgian chocolate drizzle. They've got lawn games and a pretty cool playground to keep you and the kids entertained. Open Thursday through Saturday, 5 to 11 p.m. Check out shotandbull.com or their Facebook page to see upcoming live music and public events. If you're looking to host an event of your own, consider Shotzi's Barn and Barnyard. It's got some good old-fashioned rustic charm with lots of fresh air. They'd be honored to celebrate life's best moments with you at Shot and Bowl at Decock Farm.
Welcome back to Panther. Wow. Welcome back to Panther Baseball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the fourth. And we got a pretty good echo there. It sounds like I'm in a hole. Panthers will second the plate. Mango, Haiti, and Herman. 5, 6, 7 in the lineup.
It's a good time to sing your song, Maury.
Wow.
That's a reverb action going on.
This is something. First pitch to Mango is ball 1. Tyler struck out to Ed, inning number 1. 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. Gallegos back out there for the Cowboys. The 1-1 pitch. Ball low, 2 balls and 1 strike. AB waits on deck, and then Herb in the hole for the Panthers here in the fourth. Ball 3, 3 balls and 1 strike.
One of the few times the Panthers have been ahead in the count.
First 3 and 1 count that I can remember all afternoon.
Okay, has done a really good job pitching so far.
Ball 4, just missed outside. So a lead-off walk for the Panthers. That's the first walk of the ball game issued by Gallegos.
Be prepared to see if Mangum still has his speed. I know he's had a bum knee as of late, but I think he's all healed up and ready to run. We'll find out here real quick if Herb sends him.
Right field fielder Tanner Hayden squares around, pops it up in the air, but it's going to be back into the stream.
Need to be careful. Go straight up.
Snap throw over, not in time. Hayby is 0 for 1. He struck out at start inning number 2. One, 3
The folks from Shotton. Decock Farm.
Full count pitch, ball four.
Garza walks. That'll put runners at first and second. That'll bring the Panthers to the top of the order with Peterson. Ethan Garza draws the walk. He's a DH. Batting for the second baseman, Javi Gonzalez.
Peterson is 0 for 2. Strikeout and a flyout. To 4-0. Ground ball to the shortstop. Pacheco.
Truck Month is going on now at North Park Chevrolet. Get the lowest posted prices of the year, plus 0.9% APR financing for 72 months, and an additional $1,000 for accessories on every new Chevrolet truck, like a 2020 Colorado Crew Cab, posted at $24,999, or the all-new Silverado, posted at $29,999. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Welcome back to 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 welcome back. We might be
Yeah, they do. They're beating each other up right now.
Yeah, I know it. Oklahoma's lost 4 in a row. But Texas. Welcome back to Panther Baseball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the 5th. Medina Valley with a 5-0 lead. Gallegos back out there on the bump for McCollum. Panthers will send to the plate Morty, Joyce, and Mangum. If you were away for a while or we were having technical difficulty in that 4th inning, the Panthers put up 4 runs. Tyler Mangum led off with a walk. Tanner Havey sacrificed him over. Jake Herb drove in Mangum for the first run of that inning. And then a walk by Ethan Garza and then a triple by Bobby Peterson drove in 2 more. And then Peterson scored on a ground out for Thomas Pardo for an RBI. And that's where we stand, 5-0. Marty leads off, a shot down the third base line, but foul. JJ is 1 for 2.
Yeah, More, we apologize for technical difficulties. I think we got the gremlins out of the system now. We're back live. Panthers up 5-0. Marty at the plate. Just fouled a liner off the left field line.
JJ is 1 for 2. Singled in the first with 2 outs and drove in the first run. Then reached on an error but was stranded in the third. The 0-1 pitch is down low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Gallegos with the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball. Swing through it. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, Gallegos still on the mound again for the Cowboys. Doing a good job. So he's throwing a lot of strikes. His breaking ball is still working. McCollum fighting through some mistakes that may let the Panthers score some runs.
The 1-2 pitch. Set up outside just off the plate. Torres framed that one but just didn't get the call from the umpire. Two pitch, breaking ball now, low down in the dirt. Fills up the count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whit Joyce waits on deck for the Panthers, and then Tyler Mangum in the hole. The payoff pitch, ground ball, foul. Count holds at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And a payoff pitch, ball 4.
Walked him good at bat by Marty to fight off the pitches he didn't like, go deep in the count, and draw that base on balls.
Third walk of the ball game issued by Gallegos. That's going to bring up Whit Joyce.
I think the second inning in a row, the Panthers have their leadoff batter on base with no outs.
Joyce is 1 for 2. Singled in the first and then flew out to end the third. First pitch, turns on it, but foul. 1 ball, no balls and 1 strike.
That actually hit the light pole outside the field there and bounced back in the left field. That was a shot down the left field line out of play.
And then back in play.
And back into play. Outfield definitely shading him to the left field side.
At least half of them are. Ball is lifted high. Center fielder Salazar camps under it and makes the play. F8 for out number 1.
Yeah, that ball was actually hit towards the right field side. The wind carried it over to the center fielder who was shading the left field side.
Going to bring up the left fielder, Tyler Mangum. Tyler is 0 for 1. He struck out to end inning number 1. Then led off the 4-run inning with a walk and came around and scored on Jake Herb's single. J.J. Morty's the runner at first. 1 out. Swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike. Yo, 1 pitch, breaking pitch. Doesn't get the call.
Does not get the call again.
Must have been a little low because it was dead center down the middle. The 1-1 pitch is a strike called. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Gallegos checks over the shoulder to Marty at first. Now settles in. The 1-2 pitch, breaking pitch. Will the wind keep it in play? It does, but Torres gave it a good run, but just could not get to it.
A lot of green space, Maury, between home plate and the fence. A lot of ground to cover there. The catcher just couldn't quite get there in time.
You know, this is actually a big field
It is
outside
a big
the playing area, in between the foul ball line and the fence. You've got a lot of room all around the field.
Yep, exactly right. All the way down the lines, there's a lot of room between the foul line and the fence.
And I would rather have a field like this than everybody sitting right on top. Fouls it back, 1 ball and 2 strikes again. You know, give them room to make a play out there.
Mangum doing a really good job battling here with the pitcher, with 2 strikes, falling off a couple of pitches.
We can come through with a big hit here. The 1-2 pitch. That ball is lifted into foul ball territory. Third baseman makes the play, over the shoulder catch by McCumber.
Actually, a nice play by the third baseman. That wind was whipping around that ball around, and he played it well and caught the ball over the shoulder catch past the third base side there.
He's had a little bit of trouble on the ground balls, but he made a good play on that fly ball with the wind carrying away from him. Tanner Habe now at the plate. Tanner is 0 for 1. He struck out but laid down a beautiful sacrifice bunt in the 4th to get Mangum in scoring position. That ball is lifted in the shallow left field. That's going to be down. It's going to go all the way to the wall. J.J. Morty's going to be waved home. Tanner Habe with good speed. Coach Bobby Herb is sending him all the way to third. He'll stand up there.
Nice job by Habe. Gallegos trying to lead Habe off with a curveball. Habe, second time around through the batting order, was right a third time. Was waiting for that ball, and he knew the breaking pitch was coming, and hammered it out to left center for a stand-up triple.
It's going to bring up Jake Herb. Jake has had a great day at the plate. 2 singles, drove in a run, and scored a run.
Actually made a really good play at first base, but we're off there for a little while more. A stabbing ball to keep a double actually from happening to get the out.
That was his leadoff batter in the 4th inning, I believe, wasn't it?
Yep.
Strike call, swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike. Habe is the runner at third. Gallegos delivers. Pitch is a strike called. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch, breaking pitch. That's lifted in the shallow center field. Shortstop going back and can't make the play. 3 for 3 for Jake Herb.
That ball found no man's land. It was a pop-up, really, but it's between the shortstop, center fielder, and left fielder. Found that place where no one's at. Found the grass and able to give Herb a base hit, his 3rd one for the night, or afternoon, rather.
And his 2nd RBI of the afternoon. He has scored a run also for the Panthers. He's going to bring up the designated hitter, Ethan Garza. Ethan is 0 for 1. He flew out and walked and scored the 3rd run of the ball game for the Panthers. Ground ball going to be caught by the shortstop. A flip to second baseman Garcia. Pacheco to Garcia for the putout. 6-4 if you're scoring at home for out number 3. But for the Panthers in that inning, 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 left on base. We're through 4.5. Medina Valley 7, McCollum 0. Panthers baseball will continue in just a moment.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. 7-0 is your score in favor of the Panthers as the Cowboys come up to bat here in the bottom of the 5th. Diego Torres, Julian Roque, and Gabriel Salazar. 6, 7, and 8 in the lineup for McCollum. Diego is 0 for 1. He struck out for out number 2 in the second. Takes the first pitch off the plate. 1 ball and no strikes.
Like leading off with the curveball, still got a lot of confidence in throwing that breaking pitch.
The 1-0 pitch is high, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Pitch finds the outside part of the plate, right over the black part of the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two 2-1 pitch, breaking pitch for a strike.
Good pitch by Lackey. Good breaking ball.
Evens counted 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball is lifted into left field. Mangum going to his left and makes the catch. F7 if you're scoring at home for out number 1 in the 5th.
Mangum covering a lot of ground there, made it look easy.
That's 6 strikeouts, 5 flyouts, and only 1 ground out so far for Lackey. Roque now the batter. 0 for 1. He flew out to Mangum to end inning number 2. Takes first pitch, strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. Back door for another strike. No balls and 2 strikes.
Lackey still looking good here in the 5th inning.
The 0-2 pitch is outside. Not a bad pitch to waste.
Inning. 6th, 5th.
I got 5th.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Strikeout for out number 2.
Lackey still looking good, going deep here in the 5th inning.
Going to bring up the designated hitter, Gabriel Salazar. No official at bat. Salazar walked to start the inning number 3, but was stranded at first base.
McCollum just getting to the lineup.
just for the second time.
Yeah, for the second time today. Lackey doing a good job on the mound today.
Another breaking pitch in there for a strike. He's led off 2 out of the 3 with breaking balls. Lackey delivers. Swing and a miss.
Got him chasing that high fastball.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I actually think the wind might have picked up a little bit. The way there's a lot of, you kind of see the stuff on the fence kind of blowing a little bit harder, and sure is.
Yeah, and the flags are stiff
Sure
out
is.
there.
Yeah, they're straight out. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We're through 5, Medina Valley 7, McCollum 0. Panther baseball will continue in just a moment.
Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact institution for details.
Tickets, popcorn, and sodas. That'll be $35. Cash or debit?
Debit! I mean, I'd like to use my debit card, please. Can I do it?
Okay.
All right! Swiping now!
What if paying with your debit card was always this exciting? Kasasa Cashback is a free checking account that pays you for everyday debit card purchases every month you qualify. Plus, with ATM withdrawal fee refunds nationwide, that's a lot of extra cash to spend on whatever you like.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Community National Bank. Member FDIC.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. New pitcher in the ball game now for McCollum. Noah Lopez steps into the circle.
Lopez relieving Gallegos, who finished the game with 83 pitches.
It looks like Gallegos, number 4, has moved to third base. It looks like. So he'll be in place of McCumber there at third.
Panthers going to lead off with the top of the order here in the top of the 6th inning.
They're going to lead off with Bobby Peterson. Bobby is 1 for 2, a strikeout, a flyout, but then a ringing triple that drove in 2 runs. He also came around and scored the 5th run of the ball game for Medina Valley in that 4-run 4th. Lopez delivers, and it's a strike called. No ball and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. Ground ball right back up the middle. Second baseman backhands. Throw is offline.
Yeah, tough play by second baseman.
That's
trying to field that ball in the hole. Did a good job fielding it, but couldn't get the throw over to first base.
Not too sure he'd have got him out if the throw would have been
exactly
in line. Peterson with good speed.
And he had to force that throw, but it was just off the mark. First baseman had to come off the bag to make the catch.
Going to give him a single on that play.
Peterson earns an infield single. That'll bring Pardo to the plate.
It's the 9th hit of the ball game so far for Medina Valley.
And we're going to see Peterson advance to second base on the wild pitch.
Pardo singled but was stranded at second base in the 1st inning, then a strikeout and a ground out. 0 for 3. Good time to get on base for the first time here. Any kind of base hit to the outfield, Dwayne should score Peterson. Strike called.
Yeah, and look for Pardo to continue hitting the ball to the right side at the very least to get that runner moved over to third base. Again, the Panthers with the leadoff runner on. I believe every inning we've had runners on base.
We've stranded at least one runner every time. Pardo did single his first at bat and came around and scored. Breaking pitch stays up. 3 balls and 1 strike. Came around and scored in the first inning on J.J. Marty's 2-out single. Panthers since then have played it 6 more runs at each 7-0. The 3-1 pitch. That ball is lifted out of play.
It's another ball you could have caught, Maury. That one fouled right back to the press box again.
Yep. I want to see you go climb on that net and get those, Dwayne.
There's 4 of them sitting there.
Pitcher steps off. Looks Peterson back.
Yeah, Peterson with a really big lead there at second base.
Full count pitch. Good job by Pardo to just get something on that one and keep this at bat still going.
Yeah, that was would have been a borderline strike, a little high and outside. Pardo took a hack at it and put it out of play. Keep himself alive here with the full count.
Didn't want to put his fate in the hands of the umpire.
That's right.
Ball 4.
Good at bat, earned that walk. Put runners at first and second. Nobody out.
Jared Lackey, pitcher for the Panthers, stands at the plate. Jared is 0 for 3. Popped up to the catcher, a strikeout, and then grounded out to end inning number 4.
I'm assuming they're going to let him swing away here with the runners at first and second.
Strike called, no balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, that pitch was right down the middle.
Nobody holding on Pardo at first. He's got a tremendous lead. Breaking pitch for a strike right in on the hands on Lackey. Down in the count now. No balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, real quick, 0-2 on Lackey.
Like to see him just hit something to the right side of the field and advance the runners.
Exactly right, Moore. You want to get it to the right side and move them over at the very least. Oh.
They have Peterson picked off. He's going to slide in. Oh, they say he's under the tag. Oh, my.
They had Peterson way with a huge lead leading towards third base.
Caught him leaning.
On the first movement, he took a bigger lead, and the pitcher stepped off, spun around through the second base, and Peterson took off the third, head slide into third base. It looked like he was out. I think
Medina Valley got a break there.
From this angle, it looked like he was tagged.
Yeah, it sure looked like Gallegos put the tag on him before he reached the base. But, and we've all umpired, he's the closest one. It's hard to overturn that call.
Well, they did. They called him out.
They did.
They just called him out.
Now Coach Herb is going to have a say. No, and I was going to say, if I'm working with you, Dwayne, and you make that call, I'm going to tell you after the game, I think he might have been out, but I'm not going to show anybody up on a play that was that close. If it was real obvious, I could understand.
And I think that's a situation here. It looked obvious from our end. It looked like it was obvious that he was tagged out. And I think that's exactly what he told them. Where, look, that was an obvious tag out, especially since the faithful here from McCollum really got into it on that. So he's going to – they reversed the called him out at third, which I think is the right call. But Coach Herb is still out there saying the same thing that we're saying on the other side. It's a judgment call. How do you change that?
You don't overturn a judgment call.
Nope. Never overturn a judgment call.
So if you called him out, how do you call him out? You saw that he called him. You saw it out.
But if there is one positive thing, Pardo kept his head on and moved to second base on the throw. Because he walked, and then on the throw to third, Pardo got to second. So he's still got a runner in scoring position now, but with 1 out.
They're going to keep the reverse call. They're going to call him out. So runner at second base with 1 out, and Lackey still at the plate. Lackey's got an 0-2 count, I believe.
Yes, no balls and 2 strikes.
Goes back to the original play. Should have never gotten picked off.
Lopez tries to backdoor.
If my memory serves me correct, that's the second or third time that Peterson has been picked off this year.
From second base.
and he got picked off last game at first base.
The 1-2 pitch is a strike called. That's a backwards K. Caught Lackey looking for
Sure
out
did.
number 2.
Caught him looking. That was a good-looking pitch. It broke right across the middle and went straight down, and Lackey just looked at it.
J.J. Morty at the plate. J.J.'s been on all 3 times. Singled with 2 outs in the first and drove in the first run. Reached on an error and then came around and scored.
Pitcher just stepped off the rubber, looked to back Pardo, who hits led back into second base.
Ball 1 low, 1 ball and no strikes.
That ball almost got away from the catcher. Couldn't find it. It was right below him, between him and the umpire.
J.J. led off in the 4th inning with a walk and came around and scored on Tanner Habee's triple. So an RBI and a run scored. 1-0 pitch is way outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Whit Joyce waits on deck. Should Morty keep this 6th inning alive here for the Panthers? Noah Lopez is the pitcher. Came in to start the 6th. Relief of Justin Gallegos. First pitch, the 2-0 pitch is a swing foul tip back at the catcher's feet. 2 balls and 1 strike, 2 outs. She's going to say, Dwayne, when we had runners at first and second with Lackey up, a big shot here be the 10-run rule. You only have to go back out there one more time. Strike called, 2 balls and 2 strikes, evens the count.
Thinking the same
Were you
thing.
thinking? I didn't want to say it.
Yeah, I just didn't want to say it.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces Wild. And the ball is lifted right behind first base. Second baseman calls him off and makes the play. That's Garcia. That's a fly out F4 for out number 3 of your scoring at home. For the Panthers, no runs, no hits. Another one left on base. We're through 5.5. Medina Valley 7, McCollum 0. Panther baseball will continue in just a moment.
The pace of business is faster than ever. That's why when you need a business loan, you want a bank that can act fast. Not only do you get great rates and fast answers, you get the financial advice you need to keep your business growing. It's a better way to borrow. Stop by and let's talk. Come home to Castroville State Bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at CastrovilleStateBank.com.
Truck Month is going on now at North Park Chevrolet. Get the lowest posted prices of the year, plus 0.9% APR financing for 72 months, and an additional $1,000 for accessories on every new Chevrolet truck, like a 2020 Colorado Crew Cab, posted at $24,999, or the all-new Silverado, posted at $29,999. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Panthers trailing or leading 7-0.
Well, we got a second more. I'd like to thank one of our new sponsors for the Medina Valley Broadcast Network is Shot and Ball at Decock Farms. They're now sponsor Panther Baseball. Give them a visit. They're open on weekends. I believe it's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday they're open there. A lot of fun out there. We've even got a little read for you. We're a local community gathering place on the outskirts of Castro, Texas. Shotzi's Barn is a perfect spot to host a graduation party, a reunion, wedding reception, or other gathering. So we'd like to welcome them to the program here. I know they did a little bit for basketball.
Part of the softball program also, as they have a sponsorship for softball. Leading off for McCollum here in the 6th. Second baseman Roland Garcia.
I heard.
He is 0 for 1. Struck out in inning number 3. This is just the 9th batter.
Oh, the second round,
The
right?
second time through. Pop up to J.J. Marty at third for the put out. F5 if you're scoring at home for out number 1. So finally turning the lineup up to the third to the third time. They're going to bring up Ruben Pacheco.
Back to the top of the order for the Cowboys.
Ruben is 0 for 2. A strikeout and a pop-out.
And while we're talking about sponsorships more, I'd like to thank the Sports Boosters for sponsoring again, and they've always done a great job. And we're asking for support for the Sports Boosters. If you help us out with the concession stand or just buying product from the Sports Boosters.
The 1-0 pitch is a strike called. 1 ball and 1 strike.
It's sad to say, though, but at yesterday's softball game, the head coach for the softball team was actually working the concession stand during the JV game, and that shouldn't happen. So if you want to help out the program, especially the softball program, come out and help with the concession stand. Again, or if you can't do that.
I hope they had help today because there's another game today.
That's right. I hope
Spring
so
break,
too.
you would think there'd be some people step up and help.
The ground. He was at a full-out sprint, caught that ball on the run, made a great play. Otherwise, that ball would have been up against the wall for at least a stand-up double.
Justin Gallegos now at the plate. Justin is 0 for 1, a walk and a strikeout. Is the pitcher of record for McCollum. Fouls off the first pitch, no balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch, foul back into the screen, no balls and 2 strikes.
Lackey back out on the mound again here in the 6th inning, doing a good job so far, holding the Cowboys scoreless so far, still pitching well, throwing his curveball well.
The 0-2 pitch is just outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
I think that's where he wanted that pitch, just outside the plate, and to see if the lefty would chase it. Wouldn't do it, though. Same pitch again,
Same
right outside.
Pitch. Tried to get that outside pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Breaking pitch. That one got
away from
yeah,
him.
that one got away from him.
That's typical, that trying to throw that breaking ball too hard and it slips out of your fingers. It's going to count's going to be 3-2 here
Full
with 2
count.
outs.
2 outs. Gallegos is the batter. And a payoff pitch. Strike called on the outside corner.
Just moved that ball in a couple inches, got it on the corner for the strikeout, and to finish the 6th inning here.
No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We're going to the 7th. Medina Valley 7, McCollum 0. Panther baseball will continue in just a moment.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Chevrolet. We go to the 7th. Panthers will send to the plate Joyce, Mangum, and Habe. 5, 6, 7 in the lineup for Medina Valley. Witt is 1 for 3, single, but was stranded in the 1st inning. Then a pop out to the 3rd baseman and 1 to the center fielder. Lopez back out there for his 2nd inning of work for the Cowboys.
Yeah, Panthers need to be definitely swinging the bats at strikes here. They got nothing to lose. way up on top 7-zip right now.
1-0 pitch. Just outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Lopez, the 2-0 pitch. That ball is lifted into center field. Center fielder Salazar camps under it and makes the play.
Again, that ball hit to right center more, and the wind just pushes it right to the center fielder. He started off hustling, trying to get there. Thought it was going to be further out than he did, and the wind just carried it right back to him for an easy pop fly.
Carried it to him and also knocked it down a little bit.
Yep.
It's going to bring up the left fielder, Tyler Mangum. Tyler is 0 for 2, a strikeout, a fly out, and a walk, and scored the second run of the ball game for the Panthers. Strike called, no balls and 1 strike. Panthers have been efficient getting the hits across the plate. We have 9 hits, 7 runs. The 0-1 pitch. Swing right through that one. No balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, they've done a great job today, more getting runners on base and getting them moved over and having scored runs.
Stranded 7 runners, but you've also knocked in 9.
We've got quite a few base hits, and they've worked deep in the count to get walks.
The 0-2 pitch is just outside. I think Torres wanted that pitch. So did Lopez, as they stared long time in, especially when you ended the inning before on a pitch that was right there. The 1-2 pitch, breaking pitch, swing and a miss. Got Tyler out on his front foot for out number 2. He's going to bring up Tanner Habe. Tanner with a strikeout, a sacrifice, a triple, drove in a run and scored a run. First pitch is lifted into left field. Left fielder going back. Ramirez under it and makes the play. 3 up, 3 down for Lopez in that inning. F7 for out number 3. First time Medina Valley didn't have a base runner in that inning, in any inning. With that said, Panthers baseball will continue in just a moment.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact institution for details.
Tickets, popcorn, and sodas. That'll be $35. Cash or debit?
Debit! I mean, I'd like to use my debit card, please. Can I do it?
Okay.
All right! Swiping now!
What if paying with your debit card was always this exciting? Kasasa Cashback is a free checking account that pays you for everyday debit card purchases every month you qualify. Plus, with ATM withdrawal fee refunds nationwide, that's a lot of extra cash to spend on whatever you like.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Community National Bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. Ramirez, Torres, Hidrogo, and Salazar will bat as McCollum's down to their final 3 outs, trailing the ball game 7-0. Lackey has went the distance.
Yeah, Lackey pitching a real good game so far.
He's only given up 2 base runners all day, and that's been 2 walks.
He's at 89 pitches so far here as we start the 7th inning. I think he has a limit of 115, and Coach Herb is going to let him finish this game if possible. I don't blame him. You got 2 more games. You have a Thursday game and a Friday game this week.
But they're non-district.
They are non-district.
You finished this one here. Yeah, Lackey had a walk in the first inning and a walk to start the 3rd. Other than that, he's retired every other batter. He's just 2 over the limit so far through 6.
I've watched 4 games this year so far, and this is the best game Lackey has pitched. Well, this may be the best outing for Medina Valley pitching so far this year.
First pitch to Ramirez is ball.
Just missed.
Ramirez is 0 for 2. Popped up to the shortstop and a ground out unassisted to Herb. And that's the one where if he don't make that play, that's a double. Ball is lifted into right field. Right fielder over. Tanner Habian makes the play on the run.
Good
going towards
adjustment
foul
by
ball.
Tanner Habey. Those are the ones that are hard to catch. Those liners that are right to you in right field. Judged it, picked it up really well. Stepped back 2-3 steps, caught the ball on the line for out number 1.
Michael Torres-Drogo 0 for 2. A fly out to the center fielder and a strikeout. How about this pitching stat? 9 flyouts, 9 walks, only 1 ground out. And usually on a windy day, you want to keep the ball down.
Yes.
He's got 9 flyouts and only 1 ground out. But he kept it in the park. The 1-0 pitch, breaking pitch.
Well, just like that pitch right there, Maury, he kept them on balance with a lot of breaking pitches, and I think he threw a couple of changeups. He mixed them in there also, so he did a good job on the mound.
Well, you have nearly half of them with half of the out strikeouts also. So he kept the base runners off the bases. Pitch is lifted high.
Another pop-up.
Center fielder Peterson will take a couple steps in and make the play. F8 for out number 2. McCollum's down to its final 3 strikes, final out. Rico Salazar, the center fielder, will step to the plate. Popped up to the first baseman and a strikeout.
I don't think so.
Oh, that's a base hit. Broke up the no-hitter. I heard Jeff say, have they got a hit yet? And he had to spoil it. 2 outs.
Cowboys.
3 strikes away, and somebody had to go jinx him down there on the other end.
Got him 6 2/3 before he gave up a base hit. Coach Garza coming out in the field, going to talk to Lackey. I think he's going to try to settle him down a little bit. I think Lackey may have been a little frustrated with that base hit. Just needs him to finish the game here, so he'll try to settle him down.
I think he knew he had a no-no going into that and leave it to somebody over here. Had to say something about it.
And that's not me. It's to my left.
Our production manager.
I just didn't want him to join the books with me. Although I had
Diego Torres now will step to the plate for the Cowboys. It's 0 for 2, a strikeout and a pop-up, or a fly out to the left fielder.
Oh, Lackey going to try to get that base hit back, try to snap throw back to first
Pick
base.
it off at first.
Try to
like,
pick him off.
You're up by 7 runs. That run is absolutely useless there, that base run at
That's
first.
frustration right there.
Yep.
I don't blame him.
Ball low. 1 ball and no strikes. Good stop there by Joyce behind the plate. I think it might have been the hardest pitch Lackey's throwing. A little bit of frustration showing that pitch.
Just finished it, Jared.
Yep. The 1-0 pitch is a strike called. I've called a no-hitter, Jeff, and I've also called a perfect ball game. Nope, Brad Griggs. The 1-1 pitch. Lifted to the infield. Joyce calls off pitcher and makes the play for the final out of the ball game. F-2 for out number 3. No runs on 1 hit.
Yeah, great job by Lackey to finish the game. 1 hit. You got to take hats off to Jared for pitching a great game. Panthers win the game 7-0. Upcoming for the Panthers Thursday at 1 o'clock, away game against Bernie Champion. That's non-district. Friday at 1 p.m. also against San Antonio Warren, and that's going to be home at non-district. And they go straight in the district action on Tuesday, 7:15 on March 16th against Harlandale.
That will be the next time Medina Valley Broadcast Network will be back on the air, as I believe will be next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, and it'll be at this stadium, I believe, against Harlandale.
And Dwayne and Jarrett will probably be making that call, as Jeff and I usually head in the other direction and stick with the softball program, and I'm not sure where their schedule is. Jeff, do you have it down?
At Southwest Legacy.
Medina Valley and Southwest Legacy next Tuesday for the district play. Great performance today, Dwayne. You jumped on him. You got a run early, and it held up the rest of the ball game. You got some insurance runs down the stretch. Jared Lackey did a great job just giving up 1 hit, 3 base runners all day long. And we're going to take one break, come back with the player of the game. Panther baseball will continue in just a moment.
Truck Month is going on now at North Park Chevrolet. Get the lowest posted prices of the year, plus 0.9% APR financing for 72 months, and an additional $1,000 for accessories on every new Chevrolet truck, like a 2020 Colorado Crew Cab posted at $24,999, or the all-new Silverado posted at $29,999. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. Beautiful job by the Panthers today. Jumped ahead early and made it stay 7-0 to stay undefeated in district play. I'm going to turn it over to Dwayne Garza for the player of the game.
Player of the game is sponsored by Tanya's Travel and by Design. Tanya's Travel by Design, been a longtime sponsor for Medina Valley Sports, and our player of the game will go to our pitcher, Jared Lackey. Stats for Jared Lackey: 1 hit, 1 man left on base, 1 ground out for the Panthers. Flyouts for Jared: he had 11 flyouts, 9 strikeouts, and only 2 walks. No hit by pitches. So great game by Lackey. Let's see if the Panthers can keep district rolling. They go to 2-0 in district play by defeating today the McCollum Cowboys. And again, district does not start up again until next Tuesday, a week from today. And that'll be here at Tejada Sports Complex for a matchup against Harlandale.
And your final score here at Tejada Field: Medina Valley 7, McCollum 0. For Dwayne Garza, Jeff Stivers, I'm Maury Stivers.